Patron Live and a New Moon Live. And so I'm very excited to be with you all. This is live on YouTube, so I don't know if people are going to be joining at all or if I'll just be talking into the air, but it doesn't matter because I know that you guys will all see this and we are just taking this space together. And so even if we are separated by time, we are together in spirit. So let me see here. Let me get to my patron questions. And I want to light some candles. Oh, where did my patron go? Let's see here. Eek. They changed the logo, so I'm not exactly sure what it looks like anymore. Okay, so how is everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Today, the order is Jada, Net, Mama Dre, and Jenny. And if there's people that show up, I might do a little bit of a new moon reading as well. So I'm going to get some incense going. My birthday is in a couple of days, and so my boyfriend got me this incense that I like. It's the Indian Song of India temple incense. It smells so good. So that it smells like an Indian temple, or smells like heaven or something like that. So I always like to start off my live with lighting some incense. You can see my incense is over here. So you guys tell me what you've been up to and what you are expecting for this month. We've been doing this journey now for like a year. My fair patrons who have been with me, we've been doing this now for quite some time. So you guys have all been very dear to me. All have been very dear to me during this journey. So I'm very excited for this Song of India incense. And it's a new moon. It's a new moon in Aries. So I have my Aries candle burning. Very excited. And I'm drinking my Shilajit coffee. It's good for the third eye. So it's just doing the whole ritual, you know. I like to do little ritual things. So, all right, we got the Shilajit going. Now, I think for this month, we're going to do the Mermaid Tarot. Let me make sure I got them all. I got a new desk and a new chair. I went and I did really well on a live the other night, but it killed my back because I was just in this steel chair. And so now I have a new fancy schmancy chair that I put together. It's very exciting. And so let's see here. I'm doing a day in the life video for Linktree, which is really nice. And so they are kind of seeing me on here. I wonder if I can like do like a cool like video pose, like where they see the camera. I don't think so because of my light is there. So all right, patrons, we are going to be starting with Jada. So Jada is going to be first, and so we are going to be doing this patron New Year's live. So super excited, super thrilled. So let me see here. So let's go to Jada. And so she said she has more questions and that I was right about everything. And and that you were in a past relationship and you got silence and you felt like he was avoiding you, and so you're getting over the relationship and there's a crush and you flirt, but you're scared to be upfront about your feelings because you don't know how he feels. It would be bad to how can I say, like be upfront about your feelings with somebody from work, especially because it might be unwanted. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily want to have that type of energy. You know, my father always said, "Don't shit where you eat," which I think that sounds like a really gross term. Like, and that just sounds gross to me, but it's true. You shouldn't mess with like your employment because if you have a problem with your employment, you still have to show up. So if you like let this person know that you like them and stuff like that, and then they're like, "Yeah, no thanks," then you still have to go to work and face them every day. And so that just may be some sort of a challenge. So you're saying that your career has been a little weird and the job pays the bills, but it's not exactly what you see yourself doing. And you did move to become so are you a police officer, Jada? That's intense. But you're feeling lazy. So you miss your friends, you miss your ex, and you're grateful, but you just don't know. You're just wondering what's happening down the road. And so you're wondering if you're supposed to be where you're at in life and how to move forward because you don't really, so you're stressing. So you're stressing out about your future. So, well, you are doing what you should be doing. So it seems like you've attained a goal. You've gone after, if I understand this correctly, you became a police officer. And so you attained a goal, Jada. And so now you're plateaued and you have to like go beyond. But then your work has some complications with like people and stuff. And so there may be some stressors that are around your place of employment, dealing with other people and whatnot. And it says that you see yourself being a I think you see yourself being a police officer. I think you see that for yourself, but you're just kind of hitting a plateau. You know, you're hitting a plateau. And it says that you may be a little bit depressed about your ex and a little bit depressed about this guy at work because it's a little bit of forbidden fruit. It's something that you can't really do. You know, you can't really pursue the guy at work. And so it says, and so you get the Justice and the Page of Swords, which is, you must be a police officer because that's very justice-y card. And the Page of Swords is you know, doing this new thing and stuff. But then it's also like kind of spying on the guy at work. You know, it's looking for his car and waiting for him to show up. And so you have a crush on him and it's disrupting your work because it's like you want to say something, you don't want to say something, you're waiting for him. And so it just seems as if you're having some challenges at work and that there's personality conflicts that are going on. And so it seems as if this person in the past has, you know, they may just be avoidant and they may just not really be the one for you. They may not really be the one for you. And so that could be a challenge. That could be a challenge because they're not really giving you the attention you need. And so you're not feeling very fulfilled when it comes to relationships. You're feeling a little bit lost and kind of focused on the but he feels the way but doesn't feel good. It's good, but you don't know how he truly feels still. You did say something to him, but he feels that way, but doesn't feel it's good, but you don't know how he truly, truly feels still. Well, I'm getting this King of Swords, so he's not necessarily like the most emotional of people, and so I don't think he's going to, you know, show up as being this really emotional guy, you know, and it's putting you kind of I don't know. It's the Five of Cups is you're a little bit lost in the situation. Now, I wonder if there's like somebody else in his life. Do you know if he's like dating other people? Because I do get the Three of Swords, which is that there's a little bit of a dynamic, like a three-person dynamic. And but I mean this can be like you and somebody else, and then you're crushing on this guy. So there's like a little bit of this weird dynamic. Now, these two cards are in the near future, which is, okay, so here's this guy, and you just got to kind of feel it out and see where it goes. So I don't know if anything major is going to happen. I don't know if anything major is going to be happening like in the relationship like right now. It's just you just got to feel it out. You know, you just got to figure it out. Are you texting him? Are you guys like texting and communicating outside of work? Because I guess so. But he feels the way, but doesn't feel it's good. Oh, okay. So he's saying that he's interested, but he doesn't think it's a good idea. And so you don't know how he truly, truly feels. Okay, I think I understand what you mean now. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. And you don't want to like have this vibe that you are like looking for him, and you know that, oh, there's this girl and she wants me and stuff like that. So it's just a tricky thing, you know. You have this tricky dynamic, and so you have to be just really careful about what you do. It says you just kind of gotta feel it out and see where it goes, and if you guys start texting, that would be all the better, you know. um and so see where it goes from there. But see, it seems like you're going to kind of launch into some sort of a dating idea with this person. Like you're going to start imagining that you guys are interacting, and so you're going to kind of push forward onto, it's like you're not dating, but you're entertaining the idea, if that makes sense. And but the problem is that he's just not going to give you back what you want. So you're kind of starting off on this situation where you like him and you're getting to know him and stuff like that, and you think, well, you know, maybe he likes me, and you know, and but he's just not returning the thing. He might be there a little bit, and he might be giving you a little bit, but he's not giving you a lot. You talk at work and flirt. Yeah, but you don't have the after work. Are you guys talking at after work? Are you guys texting? Because that's, you got to get into his phone. You know, you got to get into his phone where you're interacting and stuff after work. And so I mean, there can be this flirtation, and you do get the Hierophant. So you do get that there is this work interaction and whatnot. Um, it just seems like he'll give you a little bit, but he's not going to give you everything, and that you're just going to be a little bit torn. You're going to be a little bit torn. No, you can't ask him again. Like, he admitted feelings towards you, but he said the age and working is the complication. It's true. Yeah, he doesn't want to cause problems where he works, and to have this girl that's like into him at work, and then it doesn't work out, and now there's this animosity, and you know, and bitches be crazy. And you know, him being a police officer is well aware of that, and women can get like really out of control when they're like onto somebody, when they have a crush on somebody. And so no, don't go, and don't
do it, because he's showing up as like this strong man, and so he's going to be the one that wants to chase, but he's kind of letting it be known like, hey, I'm into you, and let's flirt and stuff. Well, I feel like you're you're shitting where you eat, you know? And so the love for you this year is going to be spent on this unrequited situation that you have at work. I mean, at least that's what's going on now, you know. And so it may change in a couple of months. And so I like to keep things kind of focused month by month, since this is a monthly reading, you know what I mean? So if I like read it all the time, since this is monthly, we're like kind of going month by month, if that makes sense. And so we're just keeping it really focused on what's coming up. And so I don't want the prediction to start changing month to month for year to year kind of thing, if that makes sense. And so I feel like right now you're kind of blowing your load on this guy at work. I know that sounded really gross. I'm sorry. I'm kind of have a dirty mouth. So yeah, this is who you're focusing on, but he's just not going to give you the type of vibes that you want. I mean, he'll flirt with you and you'll have a good time, and he'll be what you're doing at work. He'll be this person for you. But after work, so have you hung out with him? Have you hung out with him like after work? Have you guys like gotten intimate or anything like that? Like what's going on between you two? Because it doesn't sound like, okay, I kind of don't want to go back and forth about, yeah, but because I'm just saying that you are, he looks around for you at work. Right. But which is awesome, but then I don't think, and so you have this workplace thing, but does it like exist outside of work? So let's see if it exists outside of work next month, and just take it easy, take it one day at a time. I just don't see him, giving you everything that you want, you know. And so you're putting in all this effort and wanting this and this and this and this, and you're reading into his actions as like, yeah, you know, he's waiting around, he's flirting with me, he's doing this, but is he texting you? Is he hanging out with you at your house? Is he spending the night? Are you guys having dinner? You know, are you running errands? Are you meeting each other's family? You know, you can have this workplace romance, which is cool and fun, and you know, and so you can do that, but it's just going to drive you a little bit crazy, and so it's like you're going to be waiting around for him after work too. So just see how it grows. I feel like um there's just it's just an issue, because if it doesn't work out the way you want, you know, he doesn't want to have this crazy lady at work that is like wanting, you know, that's wanting things a certain way. So it's complicated. See where it goes. I mean, he may be interested in getting physical with you and having some sort of a physical interaction, but that Seven of Pentacles, you know, I mean, the card's the card, you know, the card's the card. And so you can say that he's waiting for you at work, and at the end of the day, it's like you're the one that knows what's going on. I'm not there. But you know, but the Seven of Pentacles says to me is that you're way more invested than he is, and he's like really hesitant to make moves outside of work. That's what I'm getting for that. So I think that you are going to see what happens. See what happens. But there is definitely a conflict of interest. That's the word that I'm finding. There's a conflict of interest between you, your job, and him and his job, and you and him. There's a conflict of interest. And so you're just going to experience challenges. And so, I mean, if it doesn't work out, you know, it's like, well, who's going to get the new job, you know? I mean, because, or are you going to move to a different division? Are you going to, you know, what are you going to do? So, but you don't have to worry about it now. Just take it one step at a time. So, I mean, I would say you're going to be playing this game for the next, say, month and a half, and then you'll get a really clear picture as to where it's going. So next month, so in a month, just tell me how it's going, and we'll just check it out from there. You know, I don't want to overread it, because then that can harm the relationship. It can harm it. And it sets up all these expectations. So I'm kind of giving you like to be like under, you know, like under expecting, you know, to like try not to expect too much, try to expect less rather than more, you know, and so if you get more, then yay. But if you get less, you know, that's funny. I'll just say it's not intimate, but people have cock blocked. So, well, let me throw a couple more cards, and then we'll move on from this. I just want to know if you're going to get intimate with them. It says yes and no. That's the problem. If you get intimate, that's the problem, is if you get intimate, then it gets messy. So beware. It says no and then yes. You get Ace of Swords, which is no, and then Ace of Wands, which is yes, and then it gets murky. It gets murky, and then the Death card. So that's when, yeah, when you guys get intimate, that's when the problems start. So if you can keep it at flirting for as long as you can, because once it gets intimate, then you have a real problem. Then you have a real problem, and then you're like messing around with somebody at work, and it's just kind of crazy. So, ooh, girl. My iPad is over here, so I'm reading your comments over here. So, ooh. Are you a police officer? Is that what you're doing? You're a police officer? That's crazy. Well, you know, police officer is a really stressful job. You know, it's really stressful, and you're working long hours, and it's aggressive, and you know, and you're, it's kind of like an us against them, and so it makes sense why you would be interested in somebody at work. That makes sense. That does make sense. My incense has this really long had a long ash. So, all right, girl. So just keep me posted. Keep me posted. You are where you should be right now. So just take it one day at a time, girl. Take it one day at a time, and we'll revisit this next month, okay? Okay. So the next reading that I'm going to go to is net. So are we good, Jada? Are we good? Let's see here. Okay, so net. So your question is about the current situation. You've been going to school and working full time. Aww. And you're absolutely exhausted. Recently, you've been getting a few love interests pursuing you. However, your priorities haven't been focused on love. And you feel like they're drifting again because you haven't put your energy on them. So the man you really like just got into a relationship. So you're feeling a little discouraged. And so should you put some time aside to give other people a chance to see where things go? Because You are interested, or should you just focus on your career? I don't think you could, you know, I don't know. I'm a girl. You're a girl. I think you're a girl. um, love is where it's at. You know what I mean? Like love is what we focus on. Love is what we imagine in our dreams, and we dream about love, and we think about love, and we want love. And it seems like you've been really disappointed, and by this other guy getting into another relationship. And so, you know, the best way to get over, well, they say for guys, the best way to get over a relationship is to get another girl. Same for girls. You know, the best way to get over a relationship is to get another guy. And so you're doing what you should be by pursuing these other romantic interests. And so, so should you just focus on your career? Well, you focus on your career, but your love life is kind of like the drama that you have going on, you know, in your mind. Like I don't know. I always find that instead of focusing on the real stuff in life, is that we focus on our love lives and drama that's going on in our love lives. And so you know, if that makes sense, that, you know, it's like there can be lots of stuff going on with your career, but you're always wondering about your love life, you know. So put some focus into your love life, because you're not getting any younger, you know. And I'm sure you would love to get into a relationship at some point, and I'm sure you deserve one, you know. I'm sure you deserve a relationship, and you deserve to be happy, and you don't have to wait just because things aren't working out with one guy. So I think there's somebody that's really interested in you, and I see you kind of hanging out and partying. I don't know if it works out for your ex and his other relationship. That might not work out for him, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should give him another chance. But I wouldn't be surprised if you hear from him if things don't work out net with your ex or whatever and his new relationship, or the man. So yeah, so that might be a little bit messy. It says that you're going to be hanging out and having a good time, but that there's going to be some no's, that there's going to be something that you don't like you're going to be hanging out with people, and it's going to be fun and flirty, but it's not going to be romantic. It's not going to be romantic. And it says that you're really worried about somebody who's kind of ghosted you. And so this is the guy, he didn't choose you, and so you're worried about him, and he's moved on. You know, he's moved on, and he's focusing on somebody else. And so he's just not the type of guy for you. And then I don't know. This is kind of confusing. This says that you're doing well at work, and that you're making investments, and that slowly your work journey is getting better and better, and everybody else is just kind of fun. Everybody is fun while you're focusing on work. And says above you that you're just expecting that things to be kind of lost and kind of going nowhere. Are these people at work? You've been going to school and working full time, and you're exhausted. So you've been getting a few love interests pursuing you, but your priorities haven't been focused on love, and you feel like they're drifting again because you haven't put your energy on them. And so the man you really liked got into a relationship. So I do think you should put some time aside and stuff. It does say that you are following the rules, and you're doing good in life. You know, you're doing good in life, and you are making investments in your future and stuff. But there's always time for love. Maybe that's bad advice. I don't know. But it does seem like there's the person that you have your most interest on is just not budging. He's not giving you what you want. King of Swords. He's just got this sword up. So it says that says that this disappointment that you have with this person, it's just, it's just going to end, and you're going to get the no. So these are kind of like no cards. Like, no, you're not necessarily going to get what you want with the other guy, even though I don't think his relationship's going to work out. I still don't think it's going to work out between you two either. I just don't think that if he wanted things to work out between you two, he would have, he would be there, and he's just not. And so it says that you fear wanting him, and not being able to move forward. And but it says that you're going to get distracted by somebody else, that there's somebody, but you're going to have problems trusting him, but there's somebody really handsome and really like hunky. And I love the King of Wands. King of Wands is awesome. Check him out. He's so hot. King of Wands is so hot, and you're going to be talking to him, but you're not going to be able to trust it. And so you're going to be just a little bit, because there's so many people in your life, you might be a little bit confused and not knowing if you're doing the right thing or what you should be focusing on. And so it sounds like that you are getting your work done, and you're getting stuff done in school and in work, and crushing it there, while you just have this drama going on, this love life drama going on, which sounds like it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal to have this life go on that's outside of what you're actually doing in life. And so I think somebody is going to be really, really interesting that is coming in this month, and that you just should take it one step at a time. I'm not going to tell you if this person is going to be necessarily the one for you, but I think you're going to be entertaining him, and he's going to be entertaining you, and you're going to see where it goes. And so yeah, seems pretty hunky. So I think I think you should spend a little time and to get to know this guy, and we can talk about it more next month. So yeah, I think we should. I'm sorry though about the other guy. That sucks. It sucks when you like somebody and then they get into a relationship with someone else. You're like, what am I, chopped liver? Nobody wants to be chopped liver. Nobody wants to be chopped liver. So don't let him be. Don't let him be. Let him do that. Let me see. Now, Jada. Oh, this is at your bartending gig. You're in the police academy. Oh, wow, Jada. That's interesting. Just beware, but that may be kind of, I don't know if Jada is still on here. But yeah, that's intense that you're in the police academy. So, Mama. Is it Andrea or Andrea? I don't know. I always get that wrong. Andrea. I don't know if there's like a certain parts of the country say it different ways, or like different cultures say Andrea. I don't know. I don't understand it. But I have like so many Andreas, Andrea in my life, and I don't have any of their names right. So, hi, love. Your question is about your youngest daughter. So I read this a little bit earlier. So this is intense. How she's 17, and you are moving to Vegas, which is yay. So, I mean, that's positive because there's that guy there. But she's saying that she wants to stay, where she is. And so do you let her stay? I mean, it sounds like you have all these other kids, and these other kids are, you know, they're off living on their own. The only thing I can think of is if she lives with maybe one of the other kids. Is that possible, that if your daughter is able to live with a family member? That's the only way. That's the only way I could see it happening. If there isn't a family member that she can stay with, then she's coming with you. Because, I mean, I don't know, that's just like crazy to up and leave your daughter. And I'm sure that's not what you like. And not what you imagine. You know, that's you know, heart-wrenching, because it's like you are moving, but you don't want to yeah, you don't want to screw up the situation with your daughter. So let me just throw some cards and let me just see what the cards have to say about this situation, because that is, I don't even know what I would do is if my daughter in 2 years said, nope, I want to, you know, go live somewhere else. You know, like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You know, you're coming with me. You do get the Tower in your environment, though. You get the Lovers with the long distance guy, where you can be with your family, but it says that your home gets disrupted and that you have this relationship, but she really doesn't want to go. She really doesn't want to go. She wants to stay behind. And so you're moving on with your life, and there's a lot of good things that are waiting for you in Las Vegas. And so, you know, I mean, it's not necessarily like you can wait. I would just see, is there family, is if she can stay with like one of your sons or something. If she can stay with your son, you have one son, right? She can stay with the son maybe, and they become roommates, or you can help them live together or something like that, where your children are living together, so that you kind of have like some sort of, you know, interaction with them in a way. Like that would be, because she has to live somewhere. She can't be in an apartment by herself and be 17. I'm sorry. No. That just, and maybe that's just me as a mom, you know, saying that, because I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that she's just going to just be on her own. But if she's living with a sibling, then maybe it's not so bad, and the older sibling can kind of look after her and stuff, and you know, she can get a job and stuff like that. I mean, you do get the Tower, which is like disruption, and you get the Ten of Swords, which is, you know, something that you don't want happening, and it does seem like she doesn't want to go. And in a lot of ways it says that your hands are tied, and that you are imagining that that there's going to be a break between you two as you go out to move. I mean, the only thing you could do is not move to Las Vegas, but it's like you've already set that in motion, and so I don't know if you could do that. And I don't know if she wants you to not do that either, you know, so she may be kind of looking forward to doing that. I've heard this. I have lots of clients who have this problem where they, you know, where the client needs to move somewhere, needs to go, and their children try to stay behind. This is a really common problem, and it's just heart-wrenching. And so, I mean, she's going to be 17, so let me ask. I mean, she might be staying behind for a boy. You know what will probably happen is she might stay behind for like a month and then move, and then come out there to be with you. So she might like try to make it work, and then she moves and is with you. So she may not move with you immediately, but then ends up just needing you and moving to where you are at the end of the day. So it all happens. So she may follow you. So of course I can't say don't worry about it, because I would be worried sick. I would be worried sick. Does she want you to beg her to go with you? I think I think you can try to see if so you're planning to move to Vegas after she's done with school in January. So it's still in January. So that's still like what, like 8 months or something, 8 or 9 months. So she may, you know, decide, and there may be a boy that she's interested in, and you can figure out, you know, something to set up. You can help pay rent for the son and her, and so you can help figure that out. I don't think she wants to go, but you know, it's also really common for parents to want to move away, and then the kids don't want to go, but then the kids get into trouble and they move back home. You know, they say, "Oh, I can't do it," and so then they come back and they say, "Oh, well, come with me," and you know, come live with your mother, and it'll be fine, and then you live with them again, kind of thing. So I think that'll be that type of situation. I see my dog outside my window. I'm like, what is he doing out there? So yeah, so love you too. I hope that that works out. So keep me posted, and we can always talk about this next month. And so the last reading is for Jenny. So Jenny, hi, darl. Hi. Should you start dating? You want to know where to start, whether online dating or meetups. We'd love to know. All right, well, let me just throw some cards. I'm a big fan of online dating. Everybody's using Hinge these days. I hear a lot about that. I've met people on Plenty of Fish. I met my boyfriend on OkCupid. I like OkCupid. I had like a really long profile. on OkCupid, and you can talk and chat with people and stuff, and it's free. There's all like the quizzes and stuff. I enjoyed that a lot, and that's where I met Rob. But I hear a lot of good things about Hinge. Ooh, somebody gave me a like. I hear a lot of good things about Hinge, and when you're trying to attract somebody, you got to get to them where they are. And where is everybody? They're in their phone. You know, everybody's in their phone. And so online dating, it's just a no-brainer. That's where everybody is. And there's more men online than women. And so you kind of get the pick of the litter in a way. Like, you have to deal with a lot of jokers and people that aren't as great, but there's like more people, there's more men and less women. So it's kind of what do they call it? A buyer's market for women. So let me see here. You see yourself dating. You see yourself putting yourself out there. And this is a good time for you to do it. It says that you need to meet friends. And that you may meet people that you're not interested in at first. It does say that you, like, if you do meetups, that might be a good thing for you. This is kind of going and celebrating with people, going out and meeting people places. Says that you've had, disappointments online, and so you are a little bit like hesitant to go online. But this is a good time. This is a good time for you. It seems like you're going to have a friend like really quickly that you start talking to this guy. There's like fire sign energy. You know, just really, really sexy and funny and fun. And somebody is coming in to your life. But then it may switch to this Knight of Cups strength card. So like more like emotional, watery energy that you have a physical relationship with. So it seems like you might get a friend, but you may friend zone him. Like you may be like, oh, I like him so much, but you kind of don't want to get like serious with him. And so you like put him on the back burner a little bit. Like you're a friend with him and you enjoy the friendship, but then you're not really like having sex with him or anything. So there might be a friend coming, and then yeah, and I think he wants more and you kind of give him less. And then you get the Knight of Cups and the Strength card, which is you meet somebody who is like very like emotionally open, and you have a physical connection to them. So this is all, you know, these readings are month to month. So this may happen very quickly. So it's possible you may meet these people in person, because it says that the online dating is showing up in the past. I'm like such a fan of online dating though. But if you want to try meetups, if you do meetups, tell me how it goes and tell me like what exactly that is so that I can recommend it to other people if it works out for you, because I always love giving people ideas of like how to meet other people. So is it like meetup.com? Is that what you're talking about, where you meet up with people, you know, doing professional development or hiking, or is that'd be pretty cool, yoga or whatever? Because I see you meet with someone and you have like this really I don't know where you live, but you know, this guy, this is like fun in the sun. You know, this is fun in the sun. And this guy is not fun in the sun. He's like fun at dark, that you kind of friend zone. And this is like you're going out and you're having fun. You know, I don't know if you're going to the water, or I don't know if you're like going quadding, or who knows what the hell you're doing. But it seems like surfing, who knows. But the Knight of Cups, it could be somebody that you're spending time with outside. So if you do like a meetup group, you could do like some daytime stuff where you're, you know, going to lakes, or I don't know where you live, Jenny. So but yeah, I don't know. You might meet somebody who's pretty interesting. I'm not going to say if it's going to turn into a relationship. It's something that develops over time, and this is kind of month to month, but it seems like that there is something interesting coming to you. But then there's also a disappointment and challenges, but then there's also attainment and stability and getting what you want and stuff like that. So give it a little bit of time. I think you're going to have a situation that's a little bit friend zoney, where you're going to friend zone him. Nice guy, friend zone, and then you're going to probably hang him out to dry while you go hang out with this other dude that you're hanging out with outside during the day and having fun with. So yeah, you should totally go for it. So yeah, I think that that's what you should do. Now I think I'm going to do just like a general reading. You know what? I think I'll do that on TikTok. I think I'm going to let this be a patron reading, and then I'll do a new moon reading in a separate live. Unless, is there anybody out there that has a question? I kind of see a couple people in the room. I'm feeling generous. Oh, you're welcome. That's so nice. So, all right, you guys.
Let me just see here. Live chat, top chat. Oh, there you are. Oh, hello from Ohio, USA. Hello. Hello. So, all right, you guys, I hope you have a really great full moon and a really great night. And I look forward to your questions next month. So you guys take care. I'm going to hang up now. Bye-bye.